Hello. I wanted to take the opportunity now that I'm here in Damascus, having a 00 at Broken Fiddle, to go over the gear that I have with me at this point, because it's changed a bit since originally making that first video. And I just think almost close to 900 miles in now, it would be good to, for posterity at least, go over the things that have changed, things that have stayed the same, and general base weight, which I would love to get. So I'm going to go over all the items that you see here in front of you on these two tent plots, that one and that one. That's my new tent, love it. It's currently in the process of curing after seam sealing it earlier today. And so we can actually take a closer look at that, what that actually was. These drops tell the story. But yeah, basically you have to run this like silicone-y type stuff along the seams here where it's stitched and taped so that there can be no ingress. Again, I don't know why they don't do this for you anymore, but I'm guessing it has something to do with saving money, American businesses being the capitalistic enterprises that they are. So yeah, they've passed that pleasure on to the consumer. But honestly, that's the only bad thing I can say about this tent. I love it. It's huge. This is the vestibule area, which is more than accommodating for all of my gear at the end of a day. We can go do a little bit of a 360 of this boy. It's the MSR Elixir one-person tent, 3.5 pounds packed weight, $200. Got it for 10% off. Not lightweight, not ultra light, but it's durable, and that's what I want. So this is the tent. I'm gonna take a quick look inside. Ooh, as some wind blows through. It's kind of windy here, although it's a beautiful day in Damascus. Perfect day for the beginning of a 00. Let's take a look. You can see just how much room is in here. Yeah, it doesn't really give you a real indication, but suffice it to say, I've loved every night I've spent in this tent and kind of miss staying in it a little bit. I also took the opportunity to put a couple extra beads in all of the corners of the tent so that there's no water ingress. You know, honestly, it would have to be a pretty fucked up, crazy storm for there to be water coming in through this area. But since I had extra of the solution, I thought might as well. So that's all good. And I guess it's almost dry enough to pack up. Anyway, yeah, so I'll just go over these items, kind of pointing them out, and then I guess I can pause this and then pack it all up and you can see what it looks like, and then we can weigh it, stuff like that. But yeah, I've moved to, God, the fucking shadow, moved to a 700 milliliter smart water bottle right there instead of a liter. I think in terms of grab and go, that's more than enough water to use. I'm getting a little distracted. Still have the same headlamp, the BioLite 750 lumens, huge battery. Still have this bug spray stuff, which I love. Been using that a lot for just like perfume. It's kind of just herbal aromatherapy kind of thing. That's my rescue beacon device, which I still have. Thankfully haven't had to use it. Electronics, you know, all the cords and cables that go to charging the headlamp, and then also the charging block itself, and then my cell phone charger, extra set of headphones, and they live inside of this green waterproof bag. And that's my water collection for the end of the day when I usually get 8 more pounds of weight added to my pack. Got a scoop, cut off smart water bottle, and then a 64 ounce Sawyer bag. Then beyond that, got my pack cover, which has come in handy quite a few times. Probably should have, well, I guess these seams might be sealed. They kind of look like it. All that looks just like tape to me. Anyway, my seat pad, still got that. Gotta love it. Same pack. I've definitely cannibalized it a little bit. I've cut the brain off, but still have like this top cover so that I can cinch down all of my gear. Like you'll see how it all packs up and everything a little bit later in this. This is the extent of the clothes that I can cycle through. I have an extra pair of socks, I have leggings, then I have a down jacket, and that's it. That's the only extra clothes I have that isn't rain gear. So that's stuff that gets used when it needs to be used. And, you know, with my desires to walk down to Key West and everything after all of this craziness is over, I definitely probably will want to keep those leggings with me, because I know I got so sunburnt in Florida walking down in that area. Just, you know, it's constant exposure. There's no protection from the sun. And yeah, I'll definitely be holding on to all those things. I feel comfortable and confident that that is not too much extra clothing. As you can see, it's really only 3 items: my down jacket, the leggings, and the socks. So I can deal with that. Got the bag that I keep inside of my pack for a little extra waterproofing. Oh yeah, there it is. Trekking poles, same ones. Got new nibs on one of them. You can kind of see they're mismatched a little bit, but in any case, same sleeping bag, which is out here puffing up and drying, which is great. Nothing added to it anymore. I used to have an extra sleeping bag that I put inside of it, and at one point I also had a sleeping bag liner. But at this point, it's just the bag itself, so a little bit of weight savings there. Got the Nemo Switchback 2R value sleeping pad, which has been doing well, and that Nemo pillow, which again, similarly to my bidet, that is one thing I would not give up. That's a great pillow. I would use it in real life, even just by, if I had a choice between that and other pillows, I would still choose that pillow. So, very cozy. Got my rain gear over here. Got the REI shit that I had to begin with. Jacket and pants, which do well in the wind as well for protection, and also is another layer to sleep in if and when that is necessary. So those items have continued to stay with me. Make our way over here. Still have my fanny pack. Love that thing. And the contents within it. So I've got these zip ties that I'm using for potential makeshift handcuffs if some piece of shit is ever on trail and needs to be escorted off. Still have the same medical kit. Haven't used anything in it except for Band-Aids when I was in the beginning of the trail and my feet were all fucked up. Still have ibuprofen, anti-diarrhea, some general antibiotic cream, and a bunch of other things. Again, you don't need anything bigger than this for your medical kit, because if anything goes beyond what you can address with just a few simple remedies, then you probably just need to get off trail and you don't need to be doing it yourself. That's my personal philosophy. So far, it's been proven to be an acceptable way to do it, at least for me. And I still haven't even taken any ibuprofen this whole time, which is a point of pride. And if there's one thing I'm good at, it's being a pig-headed fucking idiot. So I probably could have used ibuprofen at some point during this trail up to this point, but I've been content just to enjoy the pain. So yeah, got a plastic bag for my phone when it rains, just a normal pen for writing, and also it holds a little bit of duct tape as a spare. Got some suntan lotion that I got today, which is zinc based, so that none of those bad chemicals. Got some Vaseline for when my hands crack, which is pretty often. Some chapstick for when my lips crack, which is pretty often. My classic pepper spray, and then my wallet. So just the Speedgoat 4s. This is my other pair of socks that I was talking into buying when I was in mountain crossings. They're supposed to be good in rain. Haven't really had a lot of rain to really test them in, but apparently the sock wears and it doesn't wear your foot. That was the way the guy explained it to me. And I've never used these before. These are gaiters. They go on your shoe to prevent shit from going inside of it. And apparently you can buy gaiters and they come with little spare Velcro things that you can glue on to the back of your shoe. So I'm going to try out gaiters. My feet have just been getting really, really filthy, and several times a day I have to take my shoes off and kind of bang out all the shit that has accumulated. So it's going to be nice to actually not have to worry about that anymore, and just to see if I generally like it in general. And that's the tent bag. Right now, the only thing it has in there that's special that isn't already on the tent right now, it has my trowel in it, which doubles as an additional tent stake if and when you might need one. And so I don't really use the trowel because I just poop under rocks and logs. That's where it lives, just in case I ever need an extra tent stake because I lose one or something like that. It's one of the few things that I'm carrying that I can actually say is technically extra, but it also has other functions as well, like it's a serrated saw and also a scoop, or a shovel, I guess. Food bag, the same one I started out with. I did get a new stove when I was in Clayton, so just like a Jetboil Stash, I think it's called, but just a better stove situation for me. The other one that I had was pretty old, and what else did it wasn't, I was using it with a MSR pocket rocket, and so it didn't sit very firmly or safely or like securely on the pocket rocket, and so it was nice to get a purpose built one that has its own little stove that it can sit on, which is a little bit more trustworthy. And then, yeah, just some food stuff. That's tea, coffee, my back flushing thing for my Sawyer, and an extra cap in case I have to sleep with a water bottle because it's frozen, trash bag, toiletries, just soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, floss, and a comb with some fingernail clippers and a file as well in here, a toenail file kind of thing, which I availed myself of earlier today. Trash bag. And then the star of the show, the thing that makes everything worth doing, that Happy Bottom bidet. Love that thing. So I'm gonna pack all the shit up and then give you an idea of what it looks like and then weigh it. So the magic of editing. Let's see.